and made my daughter feel safe. We are so grateful for the care she received.
HSHS Good Shepherd Hospital. We're here with you.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. You're streaming on TaylorvilleDailyNews.com's Facebook and WTIM TV YouTube, brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark, and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. I'm here in studio with the Christian County Health Department, which includes Interim Director Dr. David Remmert. Great to have you here, Doctor.
Thank you. It's nice to be with you.
Great to finally meet you, along with Public Health Nurse Tricia Harkins. I beg your pardon. Tricia, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks.
Also, we have Office Manager Debbie Phillips. Great to have you here, Debbie.
Good morning. Thank you.
So let's start with the elephant in the room. We have a new interim director. It's great to have you here in Christian County. Tell me a little bit about your past experience.
Well, gosh, I'm aging myself when I talk like that, talk about all that. But my background is purely in public health. I started with the Champaign-Urbana Public Health District many, many years ago. And then after 14 years there, I moved on to the DeWitt-Piatt Bi-County Health Department. It's one of just a handful of health departments in the state that serves a multi-county jurisdiction. And I was there for 17 years. So I come to the agency here with 31 years of public health experience. And along with that, I was serving as adjunct faculty at the University of Illinois, teaching various classes, undergrad and graduate classes in public health practice. So that is kind of where I'm at right now. I recently retired from public health, and I am now faculty at Illinois Wesleyan University. So I'm working there full-time as a professor. I'm able to engage this way as part of my community service responsibilities. Typically in academia, there's three primary focuses, if you will, and that is teaching and research and then community service. And I'm able to work with Christian County as part of that responsibility. And I'm sure the county residents will be pleased that I'm working for free. So, I'm here to help, and that's all that I want to do for this agency. I just want to be able to offer my assistance where I know that I can be helpful.
Obviously, that sounds like your number one goal for the Christian County Health Department, but specifically anything that you would hope to accomplish here in your time with the Christian County Health Department?
Yeah, certainly. It's an interim role, and I view that as short term. I don't feel like it's beneficial to the agency or the residents if I stick around too long. My goal is to hire staff and bring staff to the board that may be qualified to take over this position permanently. So that I think is part of my function. Obviously I want to rehire staff positions that we've lost over the recent months. My goal really is to establish things structurally to get our agency back on solid footing where they then are in a position to redirect themselves in a better way that can make them successful and provide a wider range of services that residents of the county will take advantage of.
So, in short here, I don't want to get into the weeds of it too much, but you are looking for people to fill those positions at this time.
Yes, I definitely am. So if there are nurses and sanitarians and office staff, please send me a resume. I'm definitely interested in hearing from you. We are trying to rebuild and restructure things a little bit differently. So right now we are posed for the future. We're looking ahead and looking to make progress, and that's kind of where we're at right now.
Debbie, what kind of services are you providing right now? You and Tricia, I know you guys are handling that very on a day-to-day basis. So Tricia, what kind of services are you guys offering right now? I know there's a lot of different things that you can do.
We have a lot of things that we offer, things that people probably aren't even aware of.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a volunteer or two coming in from colleges that are helping out, and one of them is keeping our Facebook page and our website up to date. So that's something you can look at daily for things that are coming up or things that are being offered. There's also things in the future that we want to bring in, but one thing at a time. One thing that people probably are not aware that we offer is our optical program, which is what Debbie is kind of her baby. Debbie, do you want to explain a little bit?
The,
Tell me a
optic-
little bit about that.
the optical program serves the public aid.
Mhm.
I do offer, I only dispense, we do not have a physician on staff. I only dispense optical. So anyone who is on Illinois Medicaid or Meridian, and soon to be Molina, which are managed care programs with public aid, they're entitled to go get their eye exam and come see me. And I have a nice selection of eyeglasses they can choose from. Adults are allowed to have one free pair of eyeglasses every other year, and children can get eyeglasses on a yearly basis. So it's a great program for those who are in need and are on public aid.
Mm.
So it's a great program.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, that's for, as you mentioned, those who are in need. Too,
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, were you
Nope.
No? Okay. I didn't want to step on you there. Trisha, tell me a little bit about some of, I know a lot of people right now are focused on COVID vaccines and boosters and whatnot. Is that something that the Christian County Health Department is preparing?
We are. They are ordered. They're on their way. Should be here in a few days for the new bivalent vaccine, the new booster. It's the old formula with the Omicron spike protein added to it. So when you want your booster, that's the one you're going to get. The previous formula is not authorized any further at this time. So for ages 12 and up for the Pfizer, 18 and up for the Moderna. So it's going to be a one-time booster at this point anyway. 2 months after you either finished your primary series or your last booster. So you can receive that. So you can call and we can get you on the schedule. I just don't have it at this moment. It should be here in the next few days though. And we also are anticipating flu clinics. We've got flu ordered. We have some in stock. We've got upcoming clinics posted for that.
Check our Facebook page.
Yeah. So, and you can get those in conjunction, the flu and the COVID boosters. Those can be administered at the same time.
Right on. I want to talk a little bit more about the flu clinics in just a moment. As well, you have a couple of resource fairs that's going to be really exciting to talk about. But just to be clear about I'm sorry, how do I pronounce this COVID booster name? Bivalent?
Yeah.
Bivalent. Thank you. This bivalent COVID booster. Basically, it's just the same booster, but adjusted for the new Omicron variant.
Yes, it's the original formula with the Omicron spike protein added to it.
Okay.
So.
All right. And okay. So then those are on the way then.
Yes. In the next few days. Yes.
Okay.
They were just authorized on Friday.
Excellent. Okay. And I heard 12 and up for Pfizer, 18 and up for Moderna.
Yes.
Younger will have to wait for a little while.
Yeah, the younger children. Right now, you can still use the previous formula for that age group for the booster. I believe they're working on it, so it's a matter of time, probably shortly around the corner.
Okay.
And you can mix and match the Moderna and Pfizer as long as you meet the age requirements. So if you're an older adult, middle aged, you've had Pfizer this whole time and decide you want to switch over to Moderna, you can do that. You just have to meet the age.
Now, I don't want you to step out of the breadth of your knowledge, and if this is beyond what you know, please, it's okay. But I've heard something about how actually that can be even beneficial at times to mix and match doses. Is that something that you?
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I've heard the same.
Yeah. Is that just because there might be some things that one type wouldn't pick up that the other might?
Yeah. Each manufacturer makes their own. So yeah.
So just cover different coverages.
Broader coverage, yeah.
Interesting. All right. Well, that's something else to consider. Let me introduce everyone here. We have Public Health Nurse Trisha Harkins here, along with Interim Director of the Christian County Health Department, Dr. David Remmert, and Office Manager Debbie Phillips. More from them after this short break. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark, and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first.
WTIM.
Markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn, beans, and wheat all trading higher at this hour. September corn up 7.5, 688.25. December corn 685.5, up 9.5. March corn up 8.5, 690.25. September beans up 13 3/4, 1503 3/4. November beans up 21 3/4, 1420.5. January beans up 21 3/4, 1425.5. September wheat 855, up 55. December wheat up 51 1/4. 868.25. September bean meal up $12, 445.50. September bean oil down 254, 68.96. In the livestock market, September feeders 182.75 down to $1.42. October live cattle down 15 cents, 144.90. October lean hogs up $1.75, 92.85. In the energy market, October crude oil down 348, 83.40. And I'm Jim Taylor, the RFD Radio Network.
This is Leah Stuckmeyer with People's Bank and Trust, where customers have one consumer banker who knows them and provides the right financial services to achieve their financial goals. Your consumer banker is your single source for life's financial needs, from checking to consumer loans, from retirement accounts to mortgage loans, and everything in between. Call me at 888-PBT-1954. Bank with People's Bank and Trust so you can spend your time living your life, not explaining it. At People's Bank and Trust, we put people first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Do you want a chance to positively impact the community and grow your career? If you've got the passion, Memorial is the place. Right now, Memorial Health is hiring for a wide range of positions across multiple departments and sites of care. Apply your passion today. Visit us online at jobs.memorial.health to see all available positions, benefits, and more. Come discover all the things Memorial has to offer. Memorial is an equal opportunity employer.
Yachty, Albert, and Wayno. All season long, we've been celebrating these iconic Cardinals legends. The Legends Bobblehead Series begins on Sunday, September 18th. That day, 25,000 fans ages 16 and older will take home an Albert Pujols bobblehead. Salute Albert's return to St. Louis with this unique bobble that connects with separate Yachty and Wayno bobbles given out during the final regular season weekend. For tickets, visit cardinals.com/promotions.
Making radio and our digital platforms work for my clients is fun. I'm Teresa Nelson, an account manager with the Miller Media Group. With nearly 30 years of media experience, I've made advertising media sales a great career. We have an opportunity for one person to join us. If you think you have what it takes to be successful in a fast-paced business and enjoy challenges, you might be the person we're looking for. One thing's for sure, there is never a dull moment in a radio station. Send us your resume for a first interview to sales@randyradio.com. We're an equal opportunity employer.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back to the WTIM Morning Show. I'm Avery Cooper. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark, and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. I have the Christian County Health Department in studio, including Interim Director Dr. David Remmert, Public Health Nurse Tricia Harkins, and Office Manager Debbie Phillips. Tricia, you alluded to it a little bit. You guys have some flu vaccine clinics coming up in the near future. So tell me a little bit about some of the details of those clinics, if you would. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, Debbie and I have been working hand in hand to try to promote the flu vaccine. They're really pushing it this year. We have drive-through flu clinics at each of the fire departments, one in Taylorville and one in Pana. We're doing something a little different this year. We're going to do 9 to 12 and then break and then do a 4 to 7 to try to get those folks coming home from work. So we're going to try that. We've also been in contact with South Fork Township. So we're going to provide a clinic with them later in September from 10 to 12. Any organization or business that wants to host a flu vaccine clinic, they want to reach out to us. We're more than welcome to come to them. So, or, call us. We can accommodate our hours to meet their needs. So
now, will most insurances cover these clinics?
I believe so.
Absolutely.
That's Debbie's forte, but I believe so.
Debbie, specifically, I'm alluding here a little bit to the situation with Blue Cross Blue Shield. Is that all this stuff is being covered now? I understand.
The flu shot is covered by Blue Cross Blue Shield. Medicare, that is a vaccine that Medicare will also cover, amongst other well-known and small insurance companies. Flu vaccine, really there is no insurance company that would not take it unless for some reason I'm not aware.
Right, of course.
But it's just a common vaccine that is covered by insurance.
And then the COVID vaccine, you guys have opened it up billing with that, I understand. Is that along the...
We bill COVID for the administration fee.
Okay.
So that kind of helps over our overhead.
Right. But that's minimal.
Yeah. It's very minimal. Very minimal.
Of course. Okay. And then you also have a couple of resource fairs coming up too.
We do.
What's the idea behind that?
Well, Head Start reached out to us. They've got one scheduled in Pana and in Taylorville, and wanted to know if we could just do a booth to kind of promote our services. So that's what we're going to do.
Okay. And when is this happening?
Well, Head Start will be September 15th in Davis Memorial Church. And then on 9/26 will be United in Faith Church in Pana. So one in Taylorville, one in Pana. Yeah.
Okay.
No vaccines there. Just a booth.
Right. And so what's the goal here to partnering with Head Start?
Well, really it's going to reach the whole family. They're more geared for the preschool age, but the families will come through too. So at the health department, we offer an array of services for the whole family. So those younger children could maybe participate in WIC services, the immunization clinics, lead screening, because that's for 9 months and up. Most of them going into preschool need a lead screening. And then the adults, there's services for them as well. So we want to try to incorporate all of our services with the whole family.
Very smart. If you're bringing them out with Head Start, right, and then the parents, there's also services available for them too that they might not know about.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to say about your flu clinic, your flu vaccine clinics, or your resource fairs?
I don't think we plugged the dates for the flu clinics. Next
Please,
Friday
go ahead.
or next Wednesday will be at the Taylorville Fire Department. Again, the hours there are 9 to 12 and then 4 to 7 in the evening. And then Thursday, the day following, will be at the Pana Firehouse on the 15th. And the hours there are again 9 to 12 and 4 to 7 in the evening.
Excellent. And also, I understand that you work with businesses too to arrange these flu clinics. So how can they do that?
Just give us a call, and we'll be happy to get them on the books. So first come, first serve. We don't really have a set agenda. It's not like a Tuesday, Thursday kind of thing, that sort of thing. Whatever works for them. We want to work with them to support their employees.
Okay. Dr. Remert, I wanted real quickly to just kind of ask you a little bit about, I know we're kind of backtracking here towards the start. You introduced yourself. I wanted to ask you a little bit about what you feel you are bringing to Christian County.
Well, I like to believe I have something to offer the agency. I have had a wealth of experience over the career that I've had, and I've worked through problem situations multiple times. I understand that many staff are upset or have been upset in the past, but the agency has to move on. We have to carve out a future for our agency that is successful in serving the residents of Christian County, and that's where we need to go. That's why I'm here, and I am just here to be helpful. If I can offer that help, I want to be able to play that role. So I've seen problem situations in the past, and I've survived through them with different staff from varying levels of experience. And I hope that I can help the situation here as best I can.
And then also, just since we were talking about it a moment ago, dates, times once again for the flu vaccine clinic.
Next Wednesday, September 14th at Taylorville Firehouse, 9 to 12 and 4 to 7. And the following day, Thursday, September 15th, flu clinic. And it's a drive-through flu clinic at both locations from 9 to 12 and 4 to 7 as well.
And you can also receive that flu vaccine alongside the COVID booster, which you should schedule your appointments with the Christian County Health Department now. I have that right?
That's correct.
Absolutely.
Awesome. That is Tricia Harkins. She's a public health nurse, along with Office Manager Debbie Phillips. You just heard from her a moment ago, and Interim Director of the Christian County Health Department, Dr. David Remert. Thank you guys all so much for taking time to talk about everything going on.
Thank you.
All right. Your stream brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. You'll find those streams online on the TaylorvilleDailyNews.com Facebook or on YouTube at WTIM TV.
WTIM.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W240.